You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
What's up, everybody? Sorry I couldn't be here last week. I was sick and glued to the couch, but I am back. We got tons of good books ranging from the higher end, over $100 stuff, all the way down to a ton of $5 books that I'll do for the second half. Let's get into it. All right. So as you can see, I got some books set up already. Let's go through these first, and then we'll keep going from there. As always, feel free to shout out anything that you want to see in the chats, whether that's a certain character, title, publisher, era, price point, whatever. Just let me know in the slabs. Let me know in the slabs. I was thinking slabs, but yeah, let me know in the chat. Nick Barucci is right. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Very important to do so. You know, you got to feed the algorithm. Anyway, let's get into it. First up here, this is really cool. If you are into the modern variant game, this one right here is a metal cover. Metal cover. Yeah, like actually made out of metal. There were only 30 of these made. This is No Heroine issue number 1, and it's got a crazy Ben Templesmith cover. If you like modern horror stuff, you probably know Ben Templesmith and his amazing art, particularly on one of my favorites, 30 Days of Night. He's the artist for that. But yeah, there were only 30 of these made. Speaking of that, number 30, metal virgin cover by Ben Templesmith. I got that for $100. Speaking of $100, we got Batman issue 200 for $100. Lower side of mid-grade, probably like a 4.0. It's got a little bit of rust on this bottom staple. Yeah, classic book. It's a milestone issue, really cool cover depicting a lot of the previous covers all the way back to issue number 1 from the Golden Age. Actually, I think no, it's not particularly in order, but it's just a bunch of classic Golden Age Batman covers. What's up, Josh's Comics? How you doing, man? Hope all is well with you. Next, we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 41, first appearance of the Rhino. You might think this is a pretty cheap copy, and that's because it is, because there is a picture of Spider-Man clipped out of this. Somebody took some scissors to this book, and they cut out the Spider-Man on the splash page. So this is a super affordable copy of this book as compared to, even a low-grade complete one would be over $200. Then last but not least, we've got a very hot book recently, Batman 655, first appearance of Damian Wayne, and this is the 1 in 10 variant cover. This one is really sharp too. I'm thinking this thing has like one tiny visible spine tick. I'm thinking that this would be a 9.6 all day, if not maybe a 9.8. One spine tick can get a 9.8, so maybe they wouldn't find anything else on this book to bring it down below a 9.8. But yeah, I would think, I'd be like flabbergasted if that thing got worse than a 9.4. Anyway, so that's the more expensive stuff up top. Let's put some other stuff in this bottom row here. And like I said, we're going to go over to, some smaller books at the end. If that's what you're into, we will certainly do so. Just want to throw some cool stuff up here real quick. Let's do this one. Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one. And one more. All right. We're going a little mix. Some Marvel, some DC. We got some indies up there already with that No Heroine number 1. And we'll keep it moving throughout the night. Again, if you have anything you're looking for, always can let me know in the chat. All right. Here we go. Yeah, my day went well. I'm feeling much better. Here we go. Here we go. Are we going to see the death of Barry Allen coming up soon? I'm thinking we are. I'm thinking that's going to be part of that reset in the DC universe. But yeah, this is a nice VF copy, pretty sharp looking. Probably VF plus. Honestly, this might even be like in the nines. I might be a little bit stingy on my grading. Sometimes I look at a book and I'm like, this is VF, and it's like actually a 9.4. But I tend to overgrade things, which I think that's probably a good way to do it. But yeah, this is Crisis on Infinite Earths number 8, Death of Barry Allen, The Flash. Like I said, could we see it? Possibly. And in my opinion, probably. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let's move on over to Marvel here. We got Conan the Barbarian movie special, number 1 and also number 2. Both books right here, issue number 1 and 2. This is a 2-issue limited series, pertaining to the movie. $10 on that. They're upper side of mid-grade, good copies to have. And they're newsstands if you care about that kind of stuff. This one right here, mid-grade copy of Captain Marvel, number 16, all the way back from the late Silver, early Bronze Age. Great cover here. And not only that, but, the colors pop really, really nicely for a book of this age. It does have a little bit of marker up top, which, originally was going to price this thing at like $20, but we'll go $12 since that marker's there. Someone like crossed out the price, I guess. I think it was a price reduction kind of thing. This is sharp. This is certainly up there in that VF range, which is great from a book from the early 70s. Captain America, issue number 144. I'm sorry, I'm holding it a terrible way. Great cover here. Look at that. Something key about this. Maybe I think this might be the first new Falcon costume, but either way, great Bronze Age book. $20 up there on H, and we'll hang out for just a minute, see if anyone wants any of these, wants to make an offer, and then we'll start switching it up. I've got some pretty interesting books to put up tonight. I have been so busy recently. I haven't put out very many YouTube videos like I normally do, but I've been picking up stuff like absolute crazy. Package price for E and H. Ooh, okay. So I got it at 20 and 20. So let's give you, a nice little $5 off. Let's do 35 for both. $35 takes both of those books. Little combo deal, Nick. If you want it, go right ahead and say claim. Top row is about to come down, so if you did want any of those, anybody, you can let me know in the chat, of course. And we've got some signed books coming up, some rare books, some Silver Age keys. Done deal. You got it, Nick. Awesome. Good solid keys from the 70s and 80s. Thank you. All right. Let's fill in that gap first, and then we'll take down that top row. Well, let's see. Let's fill it in. Let's get something different. We're going to put a bunch of Hulk up later, so I'm going to save that. Let's do this one, and something different, something out of the ordinary. There we go. Here's some good ones. I want to replace that DC with another DC book, of course. Let's do that. Justice League number 193. This is the first appearance of All-Star Squadron. And you can even see right on the side here, it announces their little 16-page preview in here. $10 on that. This is very high grade. Definitely in the 9s. Really nice copy that I have. $10. First All-Star Squadron. And we also got Invincible Iron Man number 163. High grade newsstand. This is the first appearance of Obadiah Stane. He was the villain in the first Iron Man, or second Iron Man movie? I forget which one. But yeah, sharper, VF grade, VF range rather, newsstand, $12 on that. A good one. We got a claim on E as well. Thank you, Nick. Now we gotta fill in the gap again before we switch out that top row. Let's go with a really relevant book here. This is Kang the Conqueror, issue number 2. This is the first appearance of Ravonna Renslayer as Moon Knight in that universe. $10 on that. Kang the Conqueror number 2. That's the cover A of that book, which is, I guess, the most desired cover. Do $10 on Iron Man? Yeah, man, let's do it. $10 on that Iron Man. You got it. Okay. All right. Wait, now we got to fill in one more gap. I guess that's okay. Let's do one more. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good DC book here. Oh, snap. I think I just bumped this. I did. Look at that. Sorry, my situation's a little crammed right now because of how much stuff I picked up recently. That's what she said. Impulse number 1, first solo Impulse book, and it's a newsstand. This would have been the late 90s, right? Mid 90s, 1995. It's not super high grade. It does have a couple spine ticks. Also, probably in the VF range, like a lot of these books. $10 on that newsstand Impulse number 1. And let's take down that top row now because we got some cool stuff to put up. In fact, some signed books and rare books, like I said. And one big Silver Age key. Let's put that one up first. Fantastic Four issue 45. This is the first appearance of the Inhumans. Low grade, but like I always say, low grade is better than no grade. We got $100 on this copy, probably roughly a 3.0. That is, in my opinion, a 3.0. $100 up on A for that first appearance of the Inhumans. Yeah, Josh, yeah, tell people, let people know. Anyone, friends, cousins, family members, even people that aren't into comics, might as well let them know we're doing cool things up in here. Speaking of cool things, how about this next one? Now, everyone knows this book. This is Spider-Man number 1 from 1990, Todd McFarlane classic. This is the polybagged no price variant, which the price is not written on the book. The price is actually written on the polybag right there. This is a very special copy, though, because right on Spider-Man, yeah, that's a Stan Lee signature right there in gold, right next to my thumb. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but you got to hold it in the right light. Stan Lee signed Spider-Man number 1, still in the poly bag. He signed it on the poly bag. This book has never been taken out of there. $250 up on B. Can't go wrong with a Stan signature. It says $2. You'll pay that. Yeah, I bet you would. I bet you would. I wish I had paid that too, but I paid a lot more than that. This one though, this might be the book of the night tonight. I don't know what else all I'm putting up, but this might be the book of the night. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple signed. Quintuple, yeah, that's 5 signatures on this book. Amazing Spider-Man issue 700. We've got Stan Lee, we've got Hector Delgado, we've got Victor Alazaba, we've got Dan Slott, and we've got Humberto Ramos. So that's Stan Lee and all 4 people that worked on this issue, this milestone issue, and what is now what I would call a classic cover with all these depictions of Spider-Man, Venom, and various other characters kind of collaging. Beautiful book here. Signed 5 times, 5 different creators, $500. Look at one, look at on eBay of signed just by Stan Lee. Graded ones are all several $100. Even like 9.4 graded, just Stan Lee of this book. This again is a near mint book Really beautiful. Worth grading. Of course, if you're going to grade it, please send to CBCS because they do signature verification. But yeah, that is a tight book right there. Can't really beat a book that's been signed 4 times or 5 times. 5. Dan Slott, Victor Olazaba, Hector Delgado, Humberto Ramos, and Stan the Man himself. Speaking of great books, this is definitely a great book as well. This is Action Comics number 869. And you may have seen this book before, and you probably have seen it in a little bit different situation, because this is one of the recalled ones. Look down right here. That is a beer bottle in Superman's hand. They said that was, I guess, inappropriate for Superman to be drinking beer. So they ended up recalling this book and basically reissuing it, but instead of a beer bottle in his hand, it says soda pop on it. What's up, Thomas? How you doing? So anyway, this was ordered to be destroyed. Not all of them were destroyed, and not many of them were sent out to begin with. This one is one of them. Actually, these 2. I actually have 2 of this book. This is a super rare book. These are definitely both sharp copies. They're not perfect. I don't think these are going to get a 9.8, but definitely in the 9s somewhere. This one's got a spine tick up here. This one's got a spine tick down at the bottom. But I have them for $200 a piece. $200 a piece on that one. Look up the price of that book on eBay once it's graded, and you'll understand why I've got it for $200. Even like 9.2s, 9.4s sell for significantly more than that. CGC will just say someone has written on the cover. Yeah, it'll say like Stan Lee written on cover. They don't verify that it was actually signed by Stan Lee unless they witnessed it. But yeah, that's CBCS is the way to go for verifying signatures and stuff like that. Maybe CGC will do it someday, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, we are reaching our first commercial break. So think on these. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and I'll have some other stuff ready to go up down on that bottom row. See you in a minute.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
would alcohol even affect Superman? That's a good question, and you can ponder that while we switch out these books. I'll definitely be thinking about that at 3 a.m. when it's keeping me up. So yeah, thank you for that, JD. Appreciate it. All right, taking this bottom row down. They've been up there for a little bit. We got some cool ones here. Great. This is a great book for the future of the MCU. This is Marvel .1, issue number 1, first appearance of Sam Alexander as the new Nova. This book has a notorious little printing error where there's this like line right across here. It's not on every single copy, but it's on enough of the print run that you see it a lot. You can kind of see it really starting over there, and it kind of fades as it goes across. This is one of those, really doesn't affect the price of the book, but I've got this one for $20. First Sam Alexander as Nova. There is a comic where Superman depowered, had a beer, and was drunk because he had never drank. That makes sense. Makes sense. I'm not a Superman guy, so I can't really comment on the the effects of alcohol on him. Mark Spector, Moon Knight, 36. This is the first appearance of his brother, Randall Spector. It's also a classic cover here featuring the Punisher. We just got some Punisher news this week. This is a great modern book to pick up. $10 on that. And can I show A? Absolutely. This is fantastic for issue number 45, first appearance of the Inhumans. I think it's roughly a 3.0. You can see there is plenty of spine ticks. It's almost like a spider web coming out from that cover. But the whole book it's complete. It's intact. It's got plenty of wear and tear on it. But like I said, roughly a 3.0 on that book. Fantastic for 45. Oh man, that's spoilers when you. What does that say? What is that word? Spilios? Oh, he did the Punisher cover. I guess that's the artist. I actually am not familiar with who did that cover, but
he's a guy who shops with Nick a lot on Comic Collectibles, and he loves the Punisher, and I'm like, he would love that.
Oh, okay. Maybe he'll pop in. Who knows? All right, we got another good one here. This is, in my opinion, a really underrated book. This is Image Comics Lazarus. Really, really cool indie story. Lasted a couple dozen issues. Isn't a super long one if you want to grab the whole thing. This is issue number 1, the book that started it all. I believe at one point it was optioned, but it's never come to fruition. Who knows? Maybe it will. Some things sit in like option status for years, just like we saw with Witches. But they eventually get made, which I'm super excited with Witches. Next one, we got Looney Tunes number 1. If you're a cartoon collector, this is a great one from the mid-1990s, 1994. This is when DC gained the rights to Looney Tunes. I believe it was the same year that they gained the rights to like Scooby-Doo as well. So there's a couple of these books from this era by DC. But anyway, we got Looney Tunes number 1, $10 right on H. We're going to take that top row down. We're going to switch it out with some of the pricier books like we've been doing up there. And then we'll keep going. Remember, the second half of the show, we're going to do like all $5 stuff. So if that is what you are waiting for, don't worry. That will come soon, probably in like about 10 minutes. Maybe we'll do like one more switch of the more expensive stuff first. Let's do this one. I'm going to try to get a real. Let's do a modern, and a Silver Age, another modern, and another Silver Age. Sure, why not? Let's just mix it all up here. All right. Tony Connor, what's up, my man? Tony, do you need 400 copies of Dazzler number 1? Because if so, I got them for you. Taking down this. Tony, you might be interested in this. This is pretty cool. This is this was like a recalled issue. Superman's holding a beer bottle, and they recalled it and put a soda bottle in his hand. They just literally photoshopped the word soda pop over the beer label. But yeah, any affordable Batman or Daredevil for sure. I'm going to be doing a bunch of $5 books in a little bit. I actually just got a nice Daredevil collection in, so that stuff is going to be available soon. But let's put these books up first. We'll replace that one Fantastic Four book with another one. This is sharp as heck, guys. Probably in the around a 7.5, maybe even into the 8s here. Fantastic Four issue 75, classic Jack Kirby floating head cover with Silver Surfer whooshing down on the side there. I love this cover. In fact, that's why I put the sticker over on this side so we could see Silver Surfer there. $125 on that. And yes, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Nick, always good reminder for that. DM me later about the FF45. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free. Let me know. We can talk. I got a big package to ship you, man. Anyway, we'll alternate. We'll go Silver Age and then Modern. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. This is the Boss Logic variant cover. Really awesome one by Boss Logic. Does some great work there. And you'll notice that scribbly at the bottom. Yeah, it's signed by Kevin Eastman, creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It does have a certificate of authenticity on the back if that's something you're into. Yeah, signed in, let's see, 2021. $50 on that. I think that's a nice price right there. Back to Silver Age, we got X-Men #10. Now, this is low grade, guys. Probably like a 2.0, 2.5, somewhere around there. This is X-Men #10. First appearance of Kazar, first appearance of Kazar's buddy, Zabu, and first mention and, appearance, I guess, of the Savage Land. $100 up on C. That is a sweet one right there. And why don't we get back to a modern key as well? Boom, right there. We've got Daredevil #10, second appearance and first cover appearance of Maya Lopez, a.k.a. Echo right there. This is super high grade, beautiful copy. Definitely one you might want to send in to get graded if you're searching for that 9.6, 9.8. I never guarantee, obviously, but this is very, very high grade for sure. For $50 up there. Howdy, Robin Comics. How you doing? Hope all is well with you in Australia. I think you're from Australia, if I remember correctly. But howdy, how you doing? Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also my channel, 360 Comics. That would be appreciated. But the experience here, they are doing a 1,500 follower or subscriber giveaway. So they're giving away a lot of stuff. In fact, $1,500 worth of slabs. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that chance. 10 watching and 8 likes. We need 2 people to hit that like button real quick. We got to get up there. All right, this row's coming down right now. Pop these down. And we'll put up some other stuff. Did I sell the other copy of her first appearance? I believe I still have one. I sold one to you. I know that. I think I still have one more. All right. Let's throw some things up. We got that first appearance of Kazar up there. So this one goes really well. I'm going to put it right below. This is Astonishing Tales #11. This is the issue where Kazar took over this title. Origin story of Kazar, $12. This is, other than like the kind of like discoloration of the cover, really, really sharp. Like no, like almost no spine ticks. I would think it would probably fall somewhere in the like 7-8 range, given it does have some discoloration and stuff. But $12, solid Bronze Age. Actually, I'm gonna put this right under the first appearance of Kazar up there. Lee Rogers, thanks for smashing that like button. Much appreciated. Here's a good one. Longshot #1, first appearance of Longshot. This goofy, wacky character that arrived in the 1980s and partnered with the X-Men. $20 on that. That is a nice high-grade copy. Certainly in the low 9s, I would say. Let's see. The rest of these are DC books. Where do we go with this? Let's do the 2 Justice League books first. We got Justice League #1 from New 52. You know what it is. Great run here. Definitely suggest reading this one. $10. This is the book that started it all for that run of New 52 up on F. And then over on H, we'll go with Justice League number 21. This is the first modern age appearance of I believe it's the first modern age appearance of the Marvel family. I think that's what it is. Don't quote me on that. That might be incorrect, but yeah, whatever. Nice little $10 key featuring the characters from Shazam that are going to be showing up in that movie, which comes out like next week or something. Or does that come out tomorrow? Oh, I might be behind on knowing when the movies are coming out. I think that may come out tomorrow. I forget. What's up, Kenneth Bird? How you doing, man? Make sure you slap that like button. All right, top row is going to come down. We're going to do at least one more switch of the whole wall before we move on to those nice $5 books towards the end. We're going to keep going with some bigger ones right now, though. Let me pick out 4 more big boys to throw up there. Oh, I like this book. 1, 2, 3, and we'll go 4. All right. These are going up on that top row, so if you see anything up there that you do like, now's the time to grab it. Otherwise, it's gone forever. Or until my next time sale. Maybe not forever. Opens next Thursday. Okay, there we go. There we go. Next Thursday. Yeah, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. And also, please subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Instagram. That's where I do a lot of my claim sales over on the IG. And post content there every single day. And YouTube a couple times a week, but I have taken the last week off. But you're going to want to be subscribed to my YouTube channel this week because on Friday, I'm posting a video. And it's a video. It's a big collection that I got. Literally the best modern collection that I've ever bought. Think about key comics from the 2000s and early 2010s. It had all of them. Literally, it had them. It had all the best ones, at least. All right, let's kick it off with some DC here. The Spectre number 54. First appearance of Mr. Terrific. We got this one in a VF here for $60. Mr. Terrific. Great one. And let's flip-flop. We'll go Marvel next. We'll go Iron Man number 282. High grade. First appearance of the War Machine armor. $100. Get this thing graded. It is beautiful. Definitely could use a little bit of a press to get it up there, but certainly in the 9s for shizzle. Up on B. $100. Back to some DC. We got Earth 2, number 19. First appearance of Valzad. Great one there. There's been some talk about this character being utilized by Michael B. Jordan. Can't go wrong with that guy, as we know. He's done some great work, not just in superhero movies, but movies in general. Creed, Killmonger, and what's it called? We'll forget about him being Human Torch that one time. Next one, Jessica Jones. There's been a rumor recently that she is coming back. We got confirmation that Punisher's coming back with the Netflix actor. Been a rumor for a while that Jessica Jones is coming back with the Netflix actor as well. $80, high grade. First, Jessica Jones, alias number 1. Great book there. And we're taking down this bottom row. So if you want any of those, grab them now. Otherwise, we're going to put a couple more things up, and then we'll switch gears and move on over to the $5 books. Everything for the rest of the night will be just $5. All right, these are coming down. Sounds like everyone coming back. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, the cast they had for all of those shows, with the exception of Iron Fist. I mean, even the other Iron Fist characters. It was really just the casting of Iron Fist. I really did not care for that. But, yeah, I mean, the backup characters, Foggy and Karen, and it was all good. It was all good stuff. Yeah, the contracts aren't signed, right? Yeah, that's probably the case. All right, we got 3 DC books and a nice Marvel one. We'll save the Marvel one for last. We'll go with DC Secret, Files and Origins, JSA, #1, first appearance of Hawkgirl, first appearance of Atom Smasher, $10 on that. Great book. Atom Smasher showing up recently in Black Adam. And, Hawkgirl, kind of a staple. This is obviously the modern version of Hawkgirl. Speaking of modern versions of characters, we got JSA All-Stars #4, first appearance of Stargirl. And apparently that show was really good. I need to watch it. I haven't yet. But my buddy Jim, Bronzeville Comics, he has told me time and time again that is like one of the best CW shows. And he's a big DC fan, so for sure. Wonder what they'll do with Elektra. I have been like stressing over that. Love that character. They have licensing to contend with, in other countries. That makes sense. I mean, there's so many legal ramifications that, like, us civilians aren't really aware of when it comes to, movies and stuff like that. I know the same thing with the contracts for the Fox X-Men characters. Some of them extend until 2025, so they can't recast them yet, which, we'll see. Anyway, we got Batgirl #1, first Cassandra Cain Batgirl solo run, $10 on that. Nice high grade copy up on G for girl. I guess. This is sweet. Marvel 2-in-1, annual issue #2, The Death of Thanos. It's a pretty sharp copy, probably in that like upper mid grade to high grade. I would probably put it. I'm bad with square bound books, but I think it's probably like a 7.75, maybe an 8.0. Death of Thanos, classic book from the Bronze Age. There, he's on the cover, of course. Chuck and Spider-Man, great stuff. $30 on that on H. All right, what's going on in the chat? Yo, Tom, what's up, my man? Would love to see them use the storyline where she dons the costume. Yeah. I mean, there's so many things they can do with all of those characters. There's a lot of good content out there for Daredevil, for Elektra. Obviously the Frank Miller stuff is like the place to start, in my opinion, but they can go above and beyond that as well. So when I say the Frank Miller stuff, I mean the original Frank Miller stuff, because he had quite a lot of content with Daredevil, writing for that character multiple times. All right, so it is 9:39. Okay, so perfect. That means we're going to switch gears. We're going to go to all $5 books. So for the rest of the night, everything is just $5. Not that's up there now. Don't be claiming those for $5. But we're going to switch these out, the whole wall. I'll give you a minute on this. If you want any of these, you can grab them. Otherwise, we will go on to some $5 books. We'll do one run through the wall before we go to commercials, and we'll keep going through the $5 stuff until we hit 10 o'clock. And at that point, I've got to go clean my living room before my wife kills me, because I brought a collection home this week and it's still sitting there. All right, so last chance on any of these. Any horror? I don't think I have any horror in the $5 bin tonight, but I will take a look. I will see if I have anything. But yeah, thanks for asking. I appreciate that. Would love to. Jennifer Gardner. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. I don't think I want to see that. I don't want to see a second chance with her. Yeah, no thanks. Pass on that one. Hard pass. All right, let's do it. $5 books, like I said. This is a good mix of things. Totally different stuff. I'm going to try to pull out kind of random stuff here and see what people are interested in. But yeah, for the rest of the night, all that all the stuff on the whole wall. Obviously, we're gonna switch these out, but $5. That Alias was tempting. Tom, let me know, man. Absolutely, let me know. All right, we got Weapon H #1. Great Weapon H solo book. This is the hybrid Hulk and Wolverine character there. Up on A. Again, $5. All the way I indicate $5 stuff is this pink sticker. So if you're ever going through my bins at a con or something, you'll know. The pink sticker, $5. We got Spidey #1. No, this is not the recalled version. This is just the regular version. So it's just $5 instead of being a real pricey book. We got Carnage, Black, White, and Blood #1. This is the Gleason cover. Awesome. Just, what do they call them? The webhead covers. Gleason webhead cover. And last but not least, Detective Comics number 651. Josh, you were asking about cheap DC stuff. This one is a 1992 newsstand. A little bit harder to find at that point. Great cover as well for $5 up on D. I did not mean to put all this red up here, but that's just the way it happened. We're going to move down to that bottom row, pop these off the wall, and keep going with some $5s. $5 comic books. All right. Check these over here. All right, more $5s going up. We got Spectre #1. This is the Infinite Crisis Aftermath. Great cover here. Who did this cover? Cliff Chang. 2006. Says so right at the bottom. And we'll keep it DC for a second with Peacemaker #1. This is the 1988 Peacemaker run from DC after they acquired all of the rights to the Charlton characters. Up on F for $5. We've got Rise of the Midnight Suns in Spirit of Vengeance #1. Newsstand still in the poly bag. We got a claim on E from Tony Connor. Thank you, Tony. Oh, claims are popping up. Brian Perez, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the party. And we got F, a claim. Oh, we got so many claims. Let me put this up real quick. First cameo appearance of Steel, Cyborg, Superman, Superboy, Man of Tomorrow. Up there on H. All right, so Tony claimed that. Let me just write his name real quick. We got another claim from the great Bri Perez up on B, grabbing that. And Bri, you got a nice big package coming to you from me this week. And F was Tom, the Peacemaker book. Thank you, thank you. And don't forget, we do things a little bit different here on The Experience. Normally on Instagram, I'm just messaging you your invoice, but make sure you fill out the link that JD is going to put in the chat right now. The show always makes me hungry for Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Absolutely. So make sure you fill out that link. And, of course, just like what Nick said, hit that thumbs up button. And, yeah, there's the link. There we go. It's in the chat now. So fill that out. That lets me know, where to send the stuff. Gives me that information and stuff. So thank you much. All right, we got some holes up there. Let's fill them in. Remember, everything is $5 right now. Factor X #1. First appearance of Bedlam. In my opinion, this is a pretty underrated book, but I guess there's a lot of them because this was 90s. Factor X #1. First Bedlam. Up on B for Bedlam. We got X-Men #1. This is the wraparound cover. You can tell by the green at the top there. So this is the full wraparound cover of X-Men #1. Jim Lee, 90s goodness there. And Deadpool issue #2. In my opinion, this is an homage to Hulk 340. Just because Deadpool is in the reflection on Juggernaut's helmet. Maybe it's not intended to be, but to me it seems like it is. Deadpool #2. Up on F. Thank you much. How much for the Joker poster? Yo, this thing is not for sale. This is one of my best friends, literally dude I've known since kindergarten, had this. I don't know if he found it somewhere or he had it and he wanted to get rid of it, but he just dropped it off at my house one day and was like, yo, you can have this. So we got a claim on F from JD. Very nice. And JD, I have your other book. I keep forgetting to get in contact with you about that, but I've got it put aside for you, that other Deadpool book that you claimed for me. Thank you much. All right. Okay. Put another one up there. Ooh, this is a nice one. Wonder Woman issue 31. We got some George Perez Wonder Woman run from 1989. Love this cover here. It's almost like a negative space cover. We'll put that up on F for $5. Beth claiming E, the X-Men. Nice. Thank you, Beth. I gotta do that every time I put up every time an X-Men book sells. Just do a little quick theme song. All right, it is 9:47. We're gonna go to a very quick commercial break. I'm gonna find a book to go up there, and then we'll switch some of this stuff out. Stay tuned.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite news show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show, on The Experience, comic culture and sales.
You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP.
Man, that's a catchy tune. I had nothing to do with picking that out. That was not me. I'm not giving myself props here. That is a catchy tune. I'm always find myself drumming along to it when it's playing. Anyway, let's put this one book up, and then we'll do some switching out. This is Green Lantern Corps number 43. First appearance of Guy Gardner as a Red Lantern up here on E for $5. Robert A. asked a question here. Any grails like X-Men 1? I don't have that big of a book available. I do have an ASM 129 available for sale. It's a 9.0 if you're interested in that. I also have some other bigger books. I have a 9.8 newsstand G.I. Joe one. That's available. What else do I have? I got a couple bigger books. I have a Crow one in a 9.0. So, yeah, I mean, if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, feel free. Let me know. That might be better to talk about, I just don't have it like on hand right this second. But Tony Connor, I dig the jams as well. All right, I'm gonna start taking this top row down in just a minute. We're gonna do a whole switch of these because I have some books that go together. I'm gonna get some books that go together really nicely. Just registered. Not sure if I did last time. Yeah, I got it. Thank you, sir. All right, these go together really well. Like I said, these next bunch, let me make sure these are all in order. Oh boy, they're not. Of course they're not. All right, well, we'll put them in order. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got a bunch of these. 10 of these. 10? 9. Something like that. All right, these all go together. Like I said, we're gonna pop down the top row. Yeah, I didn't see anything there, so you would go back in the bin. We're gonna go with these. These are all mid-grade, late Bronze Age Mark Jewelers inserts. So if you're into Mark Jewelers, boom, I got a bunch of them here. No keys or anything, or maybe there's some minor keys, but no big keys or anything like that. These are just some mid-grade Bronze Age Mark Jewelers books. We got the Defenders number 96, Mark Jewelers, up on A, $5. Another Defenders book, 108. And we got also 109 for the Defenders. And we'll take this bottom row down because I got 4 more Defenders books, so we got to put all these up together because that makes sense. 115. These are actually all sequential. 115. We got 116, 117, and you guessed it, 118. All these mid-grade Mark Jewelers. I'm going to say it again. Mark Jewelers. They got Mark Jewelers inserts. Don't forget to check Joe out on Instagram. Definitely please do that. Give me a follow. Like my pictures. Help out with the algorithm. Same thing on YouTube. Watch the videos. Give them a thumbs up. And speaking of thumbs up, make sure you thumbs up this video and also subscribe to the experience if you're not yet subscribed. So yeah, these are all Mark Jewelers from the late Bronze Age. I got 2 more here. Let me throw this one up in that blank space. This is Captain America. Thor number 314, Mark Jewelers, and I also have a Captain America 274 Mark Jewelers. Let's do a little deal here. If you're into Mark Jewelers, I'm not sure if there's anyone out there, but let's do a little combo deal. So this comes out to 20, 40. This will be $45 for all of these Mark Jewelers. I'm going to do a special end of the night deal. So for these books here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Mark Jewelers books, I am going to do comes out normally would be $45. I'm going to do $35. So you're going to basically be getting 2 of these for free, $10 off. Just say claim the wall. You get not only all 8 of these Mark Jewelers, but you also get a 9th one as well. All of these, like I said, mid-grade, late Bronze Age Mark Jewelers. If you want them, awesome. If there's no Mark Jewelers collectors in here, we'll switch the wall out one more time real quick before the end of the night. I'm not seeing anything in the chat on it yet, so we'll give it another couple seconds, and then we'll move on to something else because I don't want to be clogging up the wall with Mark Jewelers if no one collects those. For those of you who don't know, what Mark Jewelers are was a small part of the print run back from the early 70s until the early 90s. Part of the print run was they basically added this insert to the book. So it's in the centerfold. It's only on newsstand copies. They actually were only distributed on or near military bases, and they, basically were ads targeting men that were away in the military that wanted to get their girlfriend, spouse, whatever, gift. So they have these inserts where you can mail away for jewelry. And like I said, that's only a small percent of the print run if you're into collecting that kind of stuff. Daredevil or Punisher for $5. The recent announcement got me looking. Let me see what I got. I only got a little bit of time, 5 minutes left in the show before we pass the reins along to the next act on the experience. We're going to take these down. Maybe we'll put these up in Friday night's Instagram sale. See if anyone wants them at that point. Let's see. Up next, kicking it with Henri. Nice. Because more and more slays his things his latest finds at bargain prices. Love it. Love it. I actually have never caught the show after mine. Not because I don't want to, but because I'm usually busy doing stuff after my show. Invoices, all that stuff. All right, so someone was asking Punisher, Daredevil. Let's see if we have any of that kind of stuff in here. Yeah, Punisher book. Okay. Got a Daredevil. We got Elektra. Okay. we'll throw that up real quick. And yeah, we'll do these. Here we go. Punisher, Warzone, #1. This is a newsstand. Kind of hard to find these newsstands from 92. A little bit later. Print run probably about 15% are newsstands. Then we got Elektra, #1 from the Marvel Knights run. And I'm going to actually pair this with Elektra #4 from the Marvel Knights run. You get both books for $5, issue 1 and 4. We got Robin, #1, classic foil embossed cover up on C. And we'll put this one up here too. Marvel Mangaverse #1. If you're into the Japanese art style of manga comics, come grab this. All new, all different. Avengers #1. This has kind of been a hot book recently. I got you on that claim, Josh. Captain America #362, first appearance in full of Crossbones. Put that up there. And Josh is grabbing these. Thank you, Josh. All right, and a couple holes to fill, and then we'll end up calling this one a night. Got multiple copies of this book, X-Men #281, first appearance of that new X-Men team after. Do I have a Dazzler #1? Bri Perez, how many do you want? I'll give you as many as you want. I got high grade ones for $10. I've got ones that are a little less than high grade for $5. Kind of that mid to high grade range. You let me know what you want. I've got a lot of them. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Anyway, last two books we're going to put up. Logan, Path of the Warlord. Nice square bound book here. Awesome Wolverine solo story. And Sabretooth in the Red Zone foil cover, 90s goodness. Let's see. Just one, please. $5 one. You got it, Bri Perez. I will add that to your well, no, I actually shipped all your stuff out. So you're starting a new pile. So make sure you fill out the form. JD, if you want to stick that in the chat one more time. Claim G from Beth. Thank you. Bri Perez. Make sure you fill out that form. And this is going to Beth. There we go. All right. So we are at the hour now. If you claimed something, thank you very much. If you just hung out, also thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It gets boring talking to myself, but I've always got some pals in here. Nick Barucci, thank you. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up. Make sure if you claimed something, you filled out the form in the chat. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Also, I am having a claim sale Friday night. Saturday was supposed to be back to Comic Fest, but I have to cancel it because it is supposed to rain. That being said, I will likely do a second claim sale Saturday night to make up for it. And King Con is a little over 2 weeks away. If you're in the New Jersey area, please come to King Con in Isla, New Jersey. I will be set up there alongside Bronzeville Comics, Very Gary, Erod 212, Pressable Defects, 3 Men in a Basement, and so many people from the community. Come out, hang out, all that stuff. It's 10 o'clock. We got to pass it off to the next show. Peace.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out. Twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or